What are variables? Variables in JavaScript are used to store data. So their basic purpose is to store data and information. And they are declared using the keyword var or let. So earlier we used to use the keyword var, but now it is a better practice to use let, and subsequently in the future lessons you will learn why let is preferable to var. So let us now look at a few examples of how to declare variables and what are the other rules associated with them. So like we discussed, we can declare a variable, say var name is equal to Jack. But as we said, the preferred option now is to use let. So we will use let. So let name is equal to Jack. So here we have declared a variable whose name is name and it stores the value Jack. I can also change the variable. So I can also say name is equal to say Bob. So here I have changed the value in this variable. I can also print their values. So I can say console.log name, and let me put it here also, console.log name. And let me go ahead and run this. So I get Jack. The first time it prints Jack and the next time it prints Bob. So I have been able to change the value of the variable. We can declare as many variables as we want. So I can say let age is equal to 21. So that's another variable that we have declared. Now there are some rules associated with variables that we would want to follow. So the first thing is, so if I wanted to call this as say one name, now we cannot do that. So a variable name cannot start with a number. So now if I compile it, you can see you getting an error here, and these error messages are also helpful in helping us find and correct our program. So here at line number 2, which is this line, we get this invalid or unexpected token, which is because of this name. Now suppose we say that the first name is Jack. So I could have written first name is equal to Jack. I have put a space here. Now that is also not allowed. So I cannot say first name is equal to Jack. This would be a right way to do it. So first name is equal to Jack. What are the other rules? So now if I have said, let me make it name again. If I say let name is equal to Jack, and let me say I say let name is equal to Bob, and now if I run it, I get an error on line number 4, which is where I have said let name is equal to Bob. And what is the error? Identifier name has already been declared. So once we have declared name, we cannot redeclare it. So if I want to use it again, I will remove this let and then use it, and this should work fine. The variable names in JavaScript are case sensitive. So what do I mean by that? So I can say let name is equal to say Anna. Now here name and name are similar, but there is a case difference. So this starts with a lowercase and this starts with a uppercase. And now if I say here console.log name, I get the correct output. So names in variable names in JavaScript are case sensitive. So these are different. So this has to be kept in mind, and this is a common error we do at times. So just take care of it. Then there are some conventions we follow while using variable names. So let us look at that. So suppose I want to say first name is equal to Jack, let last name is equal to say Smith. So look at how I have declared it. I have, so first and name, these are two words here, but For the first one, we have kept it as lowercase. It starts with a lowercase. The second word starts with an uppercase. So this is known as camel case. So I could have also said, let us say year of birth is equal to 1997. So again, you can see camel case here. So there are three words here, year, of and birth. So the first word starts with a lowercase, the other two words start with an uppercase. So this is a standard convention and it is referred to as camel case that we use for naming our variables. The other thing we should always do is, so we will not say let x1 is equal to 1997. Now I will just not understand what x1 is, and when you are using in the program you will not know. So it is always a good practice to give names, meaningful names, to give variables very meaningful names. So like year of birth, last name, first name, date of birth. So that's a standard convention we follow while using variables. So just to recap, so the rules for naming variables: should not be a reserved word. So should not be a reserved word means it cannot be a word that is used in that language, cannot start with a number, cannot have a space or hyphen, and the names of variables in JavaScript are case sensitive, as we saw. And the good practices for naming variables: one, it should be meaningful. So the name of the variable should be meaningful and it should denote what does it stand for or what its purpose is. And second, we saw camel case, which is the standard way of naming variables. Like we can see here, full name, name, date of birth. So the first word starts with a lowercase, and if there are more words, then they start with an uppercase. So just like we used variables in JavaScript, we can also declare some variables whose values don't change, and they are referred to as constants. So let us see how do we declare and use constants. Let us say we are declaring some variables. Let's say font size is equal to say 12, and let's say font color is equal to say red. So these are two variables we have declared, and we want that nobody should be able to change their values after they have been declared. So like if I say font size is equal to 15, that should not happen. So how can we do that? So instead of saying let, what we will say here is const. So this is another way of declaring a variable. And now if I run this, what do I get? I get assignment to constant variable at line 4. So we get an error. At line 4, I am trying to change its value and this gives me an error. So I cannot change its value. If this was let, as we have seen, we could have changed its value. Similarly, we can say const font color is equal to red, and now if I say font color is equal to blue, I will get the same error. So I've gotten this error. Let me comment it like we know how to comment it. So this line will not be used. Now I have gotten an error at line 5, assignment to constant variable. So this is how we declare constant variables. I can use their values the way we have been using it. So I can say console.log font size, console.log font color. So let's run this code. And what do we get? We get the correct values, as we can see. So if we do not want the variables to be changed, we would use const. In JavaScript, there are two kinds of variables, primitive and reference types, and this depends on the value they store. So what are these? So the primitive types are number, string, boolean, undefined and null, whereas the reference types are array, object, and function. So what do we mean by these? Let us use a few examples and understand them. Let us start with number. So let me say let age is equal to 21. So this is of type number, and I can say let weight is equal to say 55.6. So these are both numbers. If I say let name is equal to Jack, this is a string. So I can say let company name is equal to say Google. Let website is equal to www.google.com. These are all of type string. Now what would be a boolean? So let's say let choice is equal to true. So a boolean is a variable which can have only two values, which are true or false. So they have two specific values, true or false. So I can say let choice is equal to true, let's say want to play is equal to false. So this is the type boolean. If we declare a variable and we have not initialized its value is undefined. So let's say we say a variable let start date and we have not initialized it. Now when I say console.log start date, let's see what do we get. We get undefined because the value is undefined. If I now give it a value, let's say start date is equal to 20th November, then the value is 20th November. So that's the default value. Undefined is the default value if a variable has not been initialized. There is another value that we could have given it if we don't want a variable to have a value, which is null. So we could have said start date is equal to null, and that tells us that there is no value or there is no value being stored here. So this is null is used to indicate that there is no value here. So these are our typical and commonly used primitive types in JavaScript. Let us see some operations using numbers. So let's say let num1 is equal to 10 and let num2 is equal to 6. So we have defined two numbers here, two variables, num1 and num2, which have numbers in them. And let's see how do we add, subtract, multiply, divide and other operations. So let's say let num3 is equal to num1 plus num2, and let's do a console.log. So now when I run this code, so we get 16, which is 10 plus 6. So that is how we add two numbers. Now I can say num1 minus num2, so that is 4. Subtraction, then multiplication if we do, we get 60. If we do division, we would get the output. There is another function which is remainder, which is commonly used. So if I take the remainder when num1 is divided by num2, so what should be the remainder in this case? The remainder should be 4. So now if I save it and run it, so what do I get? I get 4. Obviously if I make it say 9, so when 10 is divided by 9, what is the remainder? It should be 1. So that is 1. So these are some common operations we can do with numbers. Similarly, let us see what we can do with strings. So let's say let first name is equal to Jack, let last name is equal to Smith, and I can say let full name is equal to first name plus last name. So here we are adding these strings, or what we refer to as concatenation. So now if I do a console.log of full name, what do I get? I get Jack Smith. So these two strings have been concatenated. Let's say if I wanted to put a space in between, so I can either define a new string or I will just add another string to it and do it. And now what do I get? I get Jack Smith. So that's the way we can concatenate strings. Let's look at another example. So let me say, let name is equal to say Bob, let age is equal to 21. So let's say we create an output, let output is equal to Bob is age 21 years old. So we have created this string, and what is the string? We're trying to create this string Bob is 21 years old, where Bob and 21, which is the name and age, using their name and age, we are creating the string. So now let me do console.log output. Now when I run it, what do I get? Bob is 21 years old. Instead of Bob, if I say Jack, then I get Jack is 21 years old. So this is another example of string concatenation, or how do we add strings together.